What if Russia attacks the USA? Will the world end? How likely is it? And what would it look like? Russia versus the United States of America. Who would win? It's unlikely that Russia would attack the USA directly. Even though Russia has nuclear weapons, they understand that this would lead to their own destruction as well. This is known as the MAD Doctrine, mutually assured destruction. Both sides have enough firepower to wipe each other out, so no side would risk starting a nuclear war. However, there are still some risks. For example, tensions over Ukraine could lead to more drone strikes and missile supplies to Ukraine, which could provoke Russia to escalate. But so far, diplomacy has held, and there hasn't been any major incidents. In the worst-case scenario, a direct attack on the U.S. by Russia would lead to 91.5 million casualties, including 3.5 million deaths. The U.S. would retaliate with all available force, including nuclear weapons. This would trigger a global nuclear winter, with temperatures dropping by 10 to 20 degrees Celsius. There would be widespread famine as the agricultural industry would collapse. Global GDP would decline by 6%, and global trade would decline by 70%. However, this is just one model, and it doesn't take into account all the variables. For example, it assumes that Russia would attack the U.S. directly, which is unlikely. It also assumes that the U.S. would retaliate with nuclear weapons, which may not happen. The actual outcome of a war between Russia and the U.S. could vary, depending on a number of factors. The good news is that there is still hope for diplomacy to succeed. Talks between the U.S. and Russia are ongoing, and there is still time to reach a peaceful resolution. However, we should not be complacent. We should stay vigilant and be prepared for any eventuality. What do you think? How likely is it that Russia will attack the USA? Will the world end? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll go through them and respond to the best ones. Sentiment on social media is currently 70% trust in the deterrence provided by NATO and the US, 20% worry about potential missteps in Ukraine leading to escalation, and 10% don't care. If you want to see how these sentiments will evolve over time, stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on all the latest developments. Now, check out this video on World War III being imminent, and this video on China's plan to invade Taiwan.